Welcome back, everybody, to the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here on NLDS Show 20. As today, it's the day we've all been waiting for. Game 5 of the NLDS here against the Milwaukee Brewers. This is a winner-go-home game. The 108-win Pirates and the 106-win Brewers, one of them is going to have their season ended tonight, pretty much. It's been a very exciting NLDS thus far. Both teams have traded games, and now it's all down to this one. We've had tough battles against the Brewers since Season 2 of this series. The past 4 years, it's been us and the Brewers competing for the top of the division, and we've formed nothing short of a spectacular rivalry. This is the game that I think will determine who has won the rivalry in this franchise. This one game, it really all comes down to this. I know we won 3 division titles compared to their 1, but that doesn't really matter if they beat us here in this divisional series. And I think this is the most important game of this entire franchise so far. I know we had a Game 7 of the NLCS last year. I know we made it to the World Series last year. But to beat our rivals in the playoffs in a Game 5 do-or-die scenario, I don't know if there's anything like it. So I don't want to waste your time too much with hyping this game up because we've got a doozy for you today. So let's see if this squad has what it takes to beat the Brewers once and for all and advance to the NLCS. The winner will have a 7-game series against the Washington Nationals. This is actually the only division series that went 5 games. The Rays just defeated the White Sox. The Angels swept the Athletics. So we are down to 5 teams, and that 5 will become 4 tonight. Whoever wins this game is moving on. Whoever loses this game goes home. These were the 2 best teams in baseball throughout this regular season competing to win this division. Pittsburgh won it the final week of the year. And, I mean, it doesn't really matter who won this division, to be quite frank with you. The season for these 2 teams comes down to this game. Whoever wins this game wins the rivalry this year. And in my opinion, they win the rivalry of this entire franchise. It's been back and forth thus far in this series. Milwaukee took Game 1, but then the Pirates took Game 2. Milwaukee wins Game 3. Pittsburgh wins Game 4. Here's a look at both lineups. Omar Narvaez is back for Milwaukee. He's missed the past 2 games with a sprained ankle, but he has returned to the lineup. That's huge news. He always dominates against the Pirates. He is phenomenal. So having him back is a gigantic deal for the Brewers. Well, the mound today for Pittsburgh is Adonis Medina. The Pirates are going to go with their 5th starter. Medina pitched in Game 7 of the NLCS a year ago, leading the Pirates to victory. He knows how to win in the playoffs. He knows how to win in clutch situations. So I think this is his time to truly shine. Logan Davidson leading things off for Milwaukee, and he hits that one right at Adonis Medina. That one could have been a base hit, but Medina with good reflexes to get that out. Manuel Margot now up. The count is 2-2, and he's going to check swing on the curveball. So far, so good to open up the game here for Adonis Medina. Here's Christian Yelich, who's been quiet in the NLDS, and right when I say that, he crushes it deep into left center field. Carlson chasing after it, but I think we all knew that ball was gone once it let off his bat. And the Brewers going to start this game off hot with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first after the solo shot by Yelich. Miguel Sano now up. He's going to try to continue the good inning. However, he grounds out to short. But still a good start for Milwaukee. They're on the board with a home run from the back-to-back NL MVP, Christian Yelich. Let's go to the bottom of the first. The Brewers will be having Noah Syndergaard on the mound. Syndergaard pitched in Game 1 of this series, and I know the ERA is not great, but he pitched 5 shutout innings. He allowed 4 runs in the second inning, but other than that, was flawless, and he ended up getting the win in that game. Let's see what he can do here. Pablo Cairo going to lead things off. 3-2 pitch. He goes down on the changeup. Excellent pitch by Syndergaard. He had Cairo fishing for that one. 2 away now for Josh Bell. He hits this one nicely into the left center gap. It looks like it'll go for extra bases. Bell rounding first, headed to second with ease. That'll be a double for the Pirates, and they have a runner in scoring position. Milwaukee started this game off with a run, but the Pirates are going to try to give them a valiant answer. Here's the next batter, O'Neal Cruz. He gets this one into left field. The shift totally backfires on Milwaukee. That'll be an RBI double for Cruz. Josh Bell scores easily. The Brewers don't even throw it home. And both teams start off Game 5 with a run. Let's look at the replay. Probably would have been a single had Milwaukee not gone for the shift, and maybe Josh Bell wouldn't have gone home. Benny Lane is now up. 3-2 pitch. He's going to ground this one to first. What a play by Ronald Guzman. That one might have saved a run had it gone by him, but still a good start for both offenses as we are tied up at 1 after 1. Something tells me that this game is going to go down as a classic. Let's move on to the second inning now. Here's Keston Hiura going to go down on the low curveball. Excellent pitch by Adonis Medina. It seems like Medina starting to get into a little bit of the groove. He's only allowed for 1 hit so far, obviously that being the home run by Yelich. 2 away here for Guzman. He grounds out to Benny Lane. So a 1-2-3 inning here goes down the Brewers. Good frame from Medina. Let's see if the Pirates can try to extend their lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Dylan Carlson up with 1 out. Carlson has struggled thus far in the playoffs, but it seems like he's starting to play better. Shop and gap in the right center. That'll go for extra bases as Carlson stands up to second for a double. And now the Pirates have themselves a runner in scoring position. They capitalized in this opportunity in the first inning. Will they do it again? And it looks like the answer is yes. Miguel Andujar gets this one deep into left. It bounces off the wall. An RBI double for Andujar. Again, the Brewers will not make a throw home. Carlson will score, and the Pirates will take a 2-1 lead just like that. The bats look very good early on here in this game for Pittsburgh, and Noah Syndergaard has had a pretty rough start to this one. Again, the Pirates get some more runs here. 3-1 count for Cairo. He grounds this one to first. Guzman makes the play to end the inning, but still a good start offensively for Pittsburgh. They've scored in both innings thus far with 4 hits. All 4 hits have been doubles, and let's see what happens here in the third inning. Tyrone Taylor going to lead things off, full count pitch, and he grounds this one hard into left for a hit. And although Pittsburgh's offense has started off well, here's another hit for Milwaukee. Probably the 2 best offenses in baseball, so if this game gets ugly, don't be surprised if either team gets hot. It looks like it'll be another successful inning for the Pirates, though, as Manny Margot will ground out to short. O'Neal Cruz makes the play in the nick of time. So far so good for Adonis Medina. Only 1 allowed run in 3 innings. Let's see if the Pirates can carry over their hot start to the third. Wander Franco leading things off, and this one is gone. Solo shot for Wander Franco, his 4th home run of the postseason. Wander Franco has continued to absolutely dominate here against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Pirates as a team in the NLDS only have 5 home runs, and as I said, 4 of them are by Wander Franco, who has been easily the best hitter in this lineup so far in the postseason. And the Pirates are now up 3-1 as the offense continues to rake. It's been a very rough game here for Noah Syndergaard. Josh Bell now up. He really started everything in the bottom of the first, and Bell gets his 2nd hit of the day. It's a single into center field. Still no outs, by the way. And this is really looking ugly for Syndergaard. 1 away now for Big Dane Benny Lane. He hit a home run in Game 4, and this one might go deep as well. Lane into right center, and it's gone. What has happened here in Pittsburgh? The offense has been electric. Benny Lane now goes deep, and still, the only Pirates to have gone deep so far in the playoffs are Wander Franco and Benny Lane. Back-to-back games here for Lane where he goes deep. This one will score 2, and the Pirates are mashing the baseball. It has been a disaster of a game so far for Noah Syndergaard. I have to imagine Milwaukee's considering taking him out in the near future. Here is the following batter, Francisco Mejia, with a single into left center, and the hits just keep rolling. This lineup is proven why statistically they were the best in baseball, and in the biggest game of the year, they have been clutch. 2 on, 2 out now for Adonis Medina, not the guy you want at the plate in this situation. Medina is the best hitting pitcher on the team, but he does have a weak ground out to Syndergaard. Still, I have to assume the Pirates are feeling pretty comfortable through 3 innings. They lead at 5-1. But Milwaukee is really good. This game is far from over. Just keep that in mind. Christian Yelich going to open up the 4th with a single. So I understand Pittsburgh has a comfortable lead right now, but if there's one team who can rally a quick, good amount of runs, it's the Brewers. Miguel Sano right up, and he will ground right into a 4-6-3 double play. Good defense there from the Pirates to get a pair of outs, as the infield is more chemistry than a science project. Keston Hiura now up, and he singles this one into center. The past couple of innings, the Brewers are starting to get more hits off of Adonis Medina as Hiura goes to second. What is he doing? That should have been an easy single. There's no reason for him to go to second, but I mean, I guess that helps for Pirates, but I don't know what Keston Hiura drank before he got up. So entering the bottom of the fourth, we do have some bad news. Pablo Cairo, it appears he's torn his hamstring, so he's going to have to be removed from the game. He might miss some time if the Pirates win this game, so if Pittsburgh does hold on, he might miss the start or a large chunk of the NLCS. For the first time today, the Pirates would not score here in this inning. Josh Bell grounds into a double play. The Pirates have to make a change at center field now that Cairo's day is over, and it'll be Travis Swaggerty who will enter in the outfield. Swaggerty only has one at-bat this postseason. It was a base hit, and he will be in center field for the remainder of the game. And if the Pirates do win, he will probably be the starting center fielder for most of the NLCS. Omar Narvaez up of the plate, and he's going to take this 1 yard. I told you Narvaez always dominates against the Pirates, and it is a huge deal that he is back in the lineup. The Brewers cut the lead down to 3. Narvaez's first home run of the postseason. And Omar Narvaez is trying to prove something. He's trying to show the critics that he's the best hitting catcher in baseball, because right now I think a lot of people would say it's Francisco Mejia. But statistically this season, Omar Narvaez has been a little bit better. Here is Tyrone Taylor now, and he's going to get this one into right center field for extra bases. The Brewers are really starting to hit the ball well. I would have to imagine this is probably Adonis Medina's final inning of the game. Lucas Urseg, the pinch hitter, he's going to go down looking. This signals that, unsurprisingly, Noah Syndergaard's day is done. 2 away, 1-2 pitch for Davidson, and this one is gone. 2-run shot for Milwaukee, and all of a sudden, it's only a 1-run game. I told you this one is far from over. A huge 5th inning here for the Milwaukee Brewers, a pair of home runs, and all of a sudden, it's 5-4. I told you this game is not over. This game is not over until the final out is recorded, because both of these offenses are so good. And just a huge inning here for the Brewers, but they're not done. Still 2 outs. Manny Margot singles into right, and Adonis Medina might not even make it through this inning. I imagine the Pirates want to keep him in, have him finish the inning, try not to waste a bullpen arm, but that might not happen. Christian Yelich now draws a walk, and all of a sudden, 2 runners on, 2 outs. The Brewers have a big opportunity to tie it or take the lead in this inning, but that will not happen. Miguel Sano goes down on the low slider, a huge strikeout for Adonis Medina. That'll end Medina's day. 5 innings, 4 earned runs. He was not on his A game, but it seems like the bats are, and it appears that with both starters done, this game is going to come down to the bullpens. Caleb Bottergar will enter for the Brewers, his second postseason appearance. He was not all that impressive in his first postseason appearance. O'Neal Cruz is up at the plate. Little lefty-on-lefty crime. Full count pitch. That one looked like it was a ball, possibly, but O'Neal Cruz gets caught fishing. Here's a look at Noah Syndergaard, angry in the dugout. I imagine he's not too pleased with his performance, but he's lucky that the bats just had a big inning. Benny Lane now. He went deep in his previous at-bat. This one's not going to be a home run. It stays in the yard, but it is a single. Benny Lane struggles against lefties, as he is a lefty, so it's good to see him getting a hit there. Francisco Mejia now up at the plate. 1-2 pitch, and he's going to get this one in the gap into left center. It'll only go for a hit. Good play by Tyrone Taylor in center to get there quick enough. But the Pirates have 2 runners on now, and it appears that the Pirates' offense is not really slowed down. Dylan Carlson now up. 1-1 pitch, grounds this one right to Beauregard. Milwaukee will turn 2. They get the 1-6-3 double play. A huge pair of outs there for Milwaukee. And now we head to the 6th inning. Pittsburgh leads this one 5-4 with 4 innings to go, pending extra innings, of course. The flame-throwing righty Emmanuel Clase is in for the Pirates. He is not allowed to run in the postseason, but it looks like that'll change very quickly here in this one. Keston Hiura will lead the inning off with a solo shot into straightaway center. And we are now tied up at 5. The Brewers have officially come back down 5-1 and have now tied it here in the top of the 6th inning. This is literally anybody's game to win. 4 home runs now for the Brewers. Keston Hiura has been incredible in the NLDS. He's arguably been the Brewers' most consistent hitter, and he's not going to lead this series without a huge fight against the Pirates. Travis Swaggerty timed that one awful. I don't think he would have been able to rob it anyway, but still. Here's Omar Narvaez. He goes down looking. That's a confidence giver for sure for Emmanuel Clase. 2 away now for Tyrone Taylor, and this one is gone. The Brewers have all of a sudden taken the lead. 5 runs on 4 dingers in the past 2 innings for Milwaukee, and they are now winning this game. They were just down 5-1 entering the top of the 5th. Now exiting the top of the 6th as Davidson strikes out. They're winning. Still plenty of time to go for the Pirates. It is not time to panic, but the Brewers are red hot at the moment, and I can't imagine Clase will return to the game. Dale Taylor is in for Beauregard. Taylor has pitched in 3 games this postseason, and he's been very good. He has not allowed a run thus far. Miguel Andujar weakly grounds this one to third. This one's going to be close. The throw from Sano is in time. Miguel Sano strikes out a lot, but he can hit dingers, and he has a cannon for an arm. Travis Swaggerty now, his first at bat of the day. It looks to be a pretty good one. Swaggerty, this one has a chance to get over the fence. It does not, but it goes off of the top of a wall. Swaggerty rounding second, sliding into third, and he is safe. A 2-out triple for Swaggerty. And the tying run is now 90 feet away from home for Wander Franco. Franco will strike out. That is gigantic for Taylor and the Brewers. And Milwaukee leads this game 6-5 after 6 innings. We still have 3 innings to go. Get your popcorn now, because this is going to be chaotic. Caleb Ferguson is in for the Pirates. This is his 2nd postseason appearance. He's been pretty good so far. 2 innings, 0 earned runs as he opens up with Manny Margot striking out looking. That would bring up Christian Yelich now. 2-2 pitch for him. And he goes down looking on the outside fastball, painting the bottom left corner of the strike zone. Miguel Sano now up. 2-2 pitch. He's going to swing and miss at the changeup. 1-2-3 inning. All 3 Brewer batters strike out. An excellent inning here from Ferguson, but that only means so much if the bats aren't able to do anything. Kevin Lennick here in the bottom of the 7th. Lennick has been busy in the postseason. This is his 5th appearance. He hasn't been all that good so far. Here is Benny Lang. 1-1 pitch, and Lang going to weakly ground this one to Lennick. A 1-2-3 inning for Milwaukee. And the Brewers are now 2 innings away from taking this NLDS from Pittsburgh. But again, it's only a 1-run game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Keston Hiura going to lead it off in the top of the 8th. He will strike out on the changeup, swinging way too early. That possibly could have been a ball. That pitch was very low, and the count was full. As we look at the starter comparison, neither starter was all that good today, but the bullpens, specifically Milwaukee's bullpen, has been dominant. Omar Narvaez now goes down in the curveball. 5 batters and 5 strikeouts for Ferguson, and he has struck out pretty much the bulk of the Brewers lineup. Ronald Guzman is now up. He will not strike out, ending the strikeout streak, but he does ground out to third. Another 1-2-3 inning here from Caleb Ferguson. But again, the bats have to score at least 1 run in these next 2 innings to stay alive. The 22-year-old Billy Shealy is in for Milwaukee. He has not pitched yet in the postseason until now. Let's see what he can do. 1 away here for Dylan Carlson. This one is high and deep in the left center. It has a chance at the track, at the wall, and it's caught by Tyrone Taylor. The Pirates have not scored since the 3rd inning. That looked like their chance to get back on the scoreboard, but to no avail. Miguel Andujar now, 3-1 pitch, and he lines this one to third. This time, the shift works out perfectly in favor of the Brewers. 1-2-3 inning, and now we head to the 9th inning. This is it. Pittsburgh has to not let the Brewers score, and they must get at least 1 run to keep this season alive. Tyrone Taylor going to lead this inning off. He will ground out to third, and he's barely out. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters are due up for Milwaukee. This is the weak spot of their lineup, but Tyrone Taylor and Lucas Davidson both have dingers today. B.J. Lopez now up with 1 out. He grounds this one to Lang, 2 away, and Caleb Ferguson continues his dominance. That'll bring up Davidson, who had the big home run to really start the rally, and he will go down looking. So 3 innings for Ferguson, 0 base runners allowed, and 6 strikeouts. He was incredibly dominant, but again, the Pirates have to score in this inning for that to mean anything. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th, where this NLDS will officially be decided, most likely, unless the Pirates score 1 and we go to extras. So here's the closer. Jake Faria led the majors in saves this year. The 9 1-2 hitters are due up for the Pirates. That's the pitcher spot, Swaggerty and Franco. Brian Hayes will enter for the pitcher spot. 3-2 pitch from Faria, and he strikes out on the slider. That one was almost a ball. Regardless, an incredible pitch from Faria. Travis Swaggerty now up. 2-2 pitch, and he goes down on the splitter. And the Pirates are now all of a sudden down to their final out. Now they're down to their final strike. The count is full for Wander Franco. The 3-2, and it's an outside slider for ball 4. So Franco will reach base. The tying run is on, and here comes the potential winning run. It's Josh Bell, the face of this organization. Bell is 2 for 4 today, does not have a home run yet in the playoffs, but this would be a good time to change that. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one is hit nicely. Deep into right center field. It has a chance at the wall, and it's gone! The Pirates have walked it off here in the bottom of the 9th and are advancing to the NLCS. Pittsburgh has not scored from the 3rd inning until that swing. Josh Bell has won it for the Pirates, and Pittsburgh's season will live another day. I do not believe this. The Pirates were down to their final strike, and Josh Bell, in the most important at-bat of his career, capitalizes, to say the least. The Milwaukee Brewers had this game won, but Josh Bell clutches it out. The best player on this baseball team, and right now he's the best hitter in baseball after that swing. We got to look at that beautiful shot again. The game winner for the Pirates, and this hit will go down as one of the greatest home runs in the history of Major League Baseball. The Pirates, who won 108 games this year, had their season on the line in that at-bat. If Bell was out, Pittsburgh's done and Milwaukee moves on. But nope, Josh Bell clutches it out, and the Pirates win this game by the final score of 7-6. And the Milwaukee Brewers, who finished with 106 wins this year, won the wild card game. Their season is done. Josh Bell overcome by emotions, as what you would expect. And I think it's fair to say that was the greatest play in the history of this channel. I've been making videos here for over 3 years now, over 4 years actually, and we've had some big ones. The Nasir Little buzzer beater in Game 7 of the NBA Finals in the Hawks series. The kick return in the 4th quarter by Lawrence Parnell in the Lions franchise last year. But I think this one beats all of that. I understand this was not a championship game, but this felt like a championship game, that's for darn sure. And if Josh Bell does not execute there, the season's over. We got to look at this replay one more time. Just absolutely incredible. Marvel in all of the glory, folks, as the Pirates are moving on. I am just lost for words at the moment. I don't know what to say. That was just a flat-out incredible baseball game. A show put on us here tonight. Let's take a look here at the box score for the Brewers. They hit the ball really well today for the most part. 11 hits, 6 runs. This lineup is so dangerous. We've had so many problems with these guys the past 4 seasons and here in the playoffs, and nothing changed. This lineup just continued to rake. They had 5 home runs. Yelich in the first inning, and then that stretch in the middle. Hira, Narvaez, Davidson, and Taylor all went deep. But the problem was Milwaukee started this game off slow. Noah Syndergaard really struggled. The bullpen outside of Faria at the end dominated. Beauregard, Taylor, Lennox, and Shealy each with shutout innings. And the Brewers needed 5 perfect innings from their bullpen, and they got 4. Which, unfortunately for them, is obviously not enough. We hit the ball extremely well in this game at the start. 5 runs. We had at least 8 or 9 hits in the first 3 innings. And then for the first few following innings, we were still getting base runners, but we couldn't score. Then like the 7th and 8th innings, our offense just went blank. Our offense was really not doing anything going into that 9th inning, but we got Wander Franco on base with 2 outs, and obviously Josh Bell did the rest. We had 3 home runs, Wander Franco, Benny Lane, and of course, Josh Bell went deep, and Duhar and Cruz also drove in runs. Adonis Medina was good through 4 innings, didn't pitch all that well in the 5th. Emmanuel Clase allowed 2 runs into 6. That could have lost us the game, but Caleb Ferguson coming in the 7th inning and just slamming the door after that. 3 innings, no hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. He was the definition of flawless. I don't think he could have been any more perfect. So if there is one thing of bad news, we do get Pablo Cairo's injury. It is a pulled hamstring, and he will be out for around 1 to 2 weeks. So we can replace him, call somebody up from the minors on the postseason roster, but we're not going to do that because we're thinking long-term. Pablo Cairo's injury will not sideline him for the rest of the playoffs. He will probably miss most of the NLCS. Maybe he could return late if the series is still going on. But if we win the NLCS, he'll be healthy for the World Series. So obviously we do play the Washington Nationals. This is a rematch of last year's NLCS, and the Nationals look a little bit different. They've added Cody Bellinger in the offseason. They also have Chris Bryant as a platoon player. I don't understand that at all. They're starting Yandy Diaz, who plays pretty much every position at third, over Chris Bryant. They could also put Bryant at first, but instead they have 73 overall Daniel Vogelbach. I don't get that at all, but if that means we don't have to play Chris Bryant as much, then I'm not going to complain. Their pitching rotation is not all that great, but they have 3 lefties at the top, and our lineup is better against righties than it is lefties. And then the back end of their bullpen, both setup guys are lefties. Josh Hader is a lefty. There are so many lefties on this team, it doesn't matter if their pitching staff is worse than Milwaukee's and worse than ours. So it's going to be a very fun 7-game series to see who makes the World Series out of the National League. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was one crazy game. Peace out.